Afternoon, guys. Welcome back, huh? We have reached it. I checked. We are at the season one finale of The Sopranos, very first season finale. So I don't know what to expect. You know, a lot of series that we watch on this channel do a lot of cliffhanger type stuff, and a lot of things do a lot of resolution instead while setting up next seasons. West Wing is great with the cliffhangers. The Americans is good at wrapping everything up at setting up secondary seasons, new plot lines. So I guess we'll kind of see moving forward, and this might give us an idea, kind of inform what to expect in future season finales, what we can kind of look for moving forward. For me, the big event obviously was the attempted assassination of Tony, which didn't work. Obviously, we didn't think it was going to. There's no way that he wasn't going to be on the show for the rest of the run. But what are the repercussions of that going to be now? Livia playing dumb and acting like she can't remember anything, I thought was performative. Then again, I don't trust anything that comes out of her mouth anyway. If she is actually having cognitive issues, it's incredibly convenient timing. Junior certainly thought so as well. Does Tony find out about the involvement of those two? I don't know. I don't envision we move forward without in some way Tony finding out who, and what's the blowback going to be. Is he going to take it out on his mother and Junior, or is there going to be a war? What is Tony's relationship with his mother going to be if he figures out that she was involved? I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know how he finds out. I don't know if she keeps playing the "I'm just a feeble old woman" thing, which she seems to use to her at great advantage as a master manipulator and the devil. But I guess that's kind of what we're going to see as we move forward here. I don't think they've dealt with the guy who was actually the rat yet. I can't remember his name. And what happened? Are we ever going to find out what happened to Big P? Are we? Because that mystery seems to just kind of be out there right now, as Tony's kind of going through his depression. And, you know, how's Tony's therapy going to be moving forward now that you know, because I'm kind of concerned with Dr. Melfi if, there's going to be repercussions for her, since it's kind of out there in the mob world that she's who Tony's been seeing and possibly talking to. She's a threat, right? She's a liability. So I don't know moving forward what this is going to look like, but I'm very excited for it. And this has been an excellent show for all 12 episodes, so I'm expecting to stick the landing on the season. And then we don't have to wait, a year to jump back into the next one. It's always fun about streaming a show that's done. Before we jump into it, we do want to go ahead and thank all our Patreon subscribers for being here and give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Balas Foldes, Chris, Jeff, NJ, Surya Gundavarapu, and Weird Magic. Thanks, guys. Really happy you're here with us. If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or watching, check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show, including The Sopranos, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we are on YouTube. So if you watch the YouTube edits and would like to keep going, you'll have to do it on Patreon. You will definitely have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You're only going to see and hear me for copyright purposes. We are also currently watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive. It's 1 hour. I was kind of wondering if it was going to be a longer finale. Some shows do. But doesn't look like this one is. We're sticking right at that 1 hour mark. I'm used to now it never having a cold open anymore. I kind of like the cold open, but I get why you don't do it. Just get into the story. Get out of the way and get into the story. Really curious with all the open storylines, just how many of them we're actually going to resolve. Because I assume we'll resolve some of it, right? But I'm skeptical that we kind of get everything out in the open. It's very possible we end up in season 2 with Junior and Tony kind of being at war.
Okay, we know what we're gonna do.
Till the government indicts, anyway.
Well, yeah, and this is all hanging over it, too.
This answers your concerns?
I think a lot of good ground was covered.
Yeah, how is Jimmy still alive? They know he's a rat. I feel like this might be Jimmy's last episode.
It's went away.
You got my okay.
Okay, yeah. So Tony still doesn't know. I'm really kind of curious. I don't think it's possible to go for the entire show without him knowing. I mean, Breaking Bad, I guess, had some revelations that came really late. Maybe they do that. Maybe it's like a last season kind of thing.
Have a seat.
Yeah. Got us back to that door.
You're not wearing one tonight. Nah, he didn't have time to put on anything decent. God.
Yeah. That didn't take long.
I just saw my grandmother go by the window. How'd she get here from her nursing home?
Sorry, guys, I still don't buy it.
Grandma, Aunt Satimi is dead. It's me, Meadow.
Such a brota.
Grandma, it's Meadow, remember?
Yes, I don't buy it.
He's my grandson.
And is this your house, dear?
Yeah, this is performative. I'm sorry, she does not have the benefit of the doubt from me.
Been a long odyssey with your mother, hasn't it?
Oh, these last 500 years just seem to race by.
You think it was a carjacking?
Of course not. But I got an idea who was behind it, and...
Yeah, Melfi doesn't want to go there.
You were having hallucinations of that Isabella figure? The protective, loving mother?
True.
What do you think? My mother tried to have me whacked because I put her in a nursing home?
In your worst
Yeah.
dreams?
That's good.
Between others in their circle?
Whoa. Yeah, I'd be done with him.
But she's a real pistol. What a character. Oh, poor Tony.
He's beside himself.
I would say I hate her, but
The attempted carjacking.
Hey, well,
I'll let you eat.
we love Artie, and I hope his story doesn't end tragically on the show.
When are you going to get it into your head that a certain amount of that kind of patronage creates buzz?
Audie, that kind of buzz we should avoid in droves.
I mean, they're just people eating dinner. I guess Junior was going to kill somebody there, but other than that, it's just people eating dinner.
I only wish Tony had taken me up on my offer to talk to him about it carjacking that day.
I mean, it's like he's trying to get at Tony through his wife, through flirtation. I hate it.
You on the one hand, me and Agent Grasso on the other. Even though our ancestors all hail from the same sunny peninsula.
Everybody's Italian here.
Boy, Anthony must have really gotten under your collar. Admit it. You're looking at the crackers Coglione for putting you in here.
Oh.
A psychiatrist. He's been seeing one for a while now. God only knows what he says.
Oh my God.
Taking me for an idiot.
It was my idea. Everyone else thought it was a waste of money.
Wow, so this is how Tony finds out.
He looked exactly like my son.
Olivia.
Empty, a shell. Better cake he had died than go on living like that. That's what his own mother always used to say.
Talk.
God, Melfi was right. It's all about matricide.
If this is true, Olivia, you know what I mean, I'm the boss, for Christ's sake. If I don't act, blood or no...
God, this is how the FBI's stirring the pot here. I didn't see that coming. That's why the other agent's not into this. He knows it's just going to cause bloodshed. That's some dirty pool by the police. Like, I know you're trying to catch the guy, and they didn't do anything illegal or anything there, but...
That's right. Yeah. Oh, gee. What's the matter with me?
Nothing, you cold, calculated monster.
We go back a ways. You made a mean PB&J.
After what my son did to you.
Oh my God!
What did he do now?
You don't blame him for setting the fire?
Someone throw a pillow over her face.
No, we should all be grateful that nobody was incinerated to death.
Someone just smother her, please.
What kind of person can I be where his own mother wants him dead?
Oh, he told Carmela. That kind of surprises me.
My self-esteem is non-existent right now.
So I could kill her. With these two hands.
That's a good tough guy line right there.
And let me tell you something, Tony. Dollars to donuts, this Alzheimer's thing is an act.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll take care of my uncle. And I'll take care of Mikey P. And I'll get some satisfaction.
What about your mom, though, man? What are you going to do? So that's the guy, I can't remember his name, that they would have sent to take care of Carlos, maybe? They would have sent to take care of Tony. I wouldn't want to see him if I was her, honestly.
No, just wait a minute, wait!
Yeah.
I'm dialing 911.
Yeah, it was assault.
Do I have your word that I'm in no physical danger?
I don't know if I'd take it, yeah.
Come on.
Hello?
I'm still send somebody. Is not how that works for a dispatcher. I mean, she has every right to be this upset. It was scary what he did.
You know that patient-doctor conversation is privileged, and I couldn't testify against anybody.
Well, maybe they know that. And maybe they don't.
Oh, he's warning her. Okay, this is good then.
You're in danger.
Get out of here. That's not fair.
No, it's not.
What am I supposed to do?
Leave town today.
Oh my God, this poor woman.
You've been a good doctor to me. Thank you.
In future seasons, is she around as his therapist? Does the therapy continue or not? Because I don't see a way back from this that she would be interested in, even if all this gets taken care of and blows over in this episode.
Artie, how's your rash?
Oh my God, Artie.
That restaurant was like my child.
So they got in your ear.
3 generations of Bucco sweated over that same
Yeah,
stove.
poor Artie. This is a stupid thing to do, though.
My mother?
Oh, don't say she's lying, Tone. Because why would she?
Wow, this just reaffirms that his mom's really trying to get him killed.
2 Washington investigators gave that 5 a clean bill of health, Artie.
You hear your uncle's gonna hurt my business by staging a hit in my place?
Oh, he knows everything.
My mother, God bless her, is going senile, Artie.
Tell the truth, my mother trying to get me killed.
I swear to God, I didn't touch your place, Artie.
Tony is a gifted and committed liar.
Tell me, you didn't lay a finger on my place!
Tony can lie, apparently.
I didn't burn down your restaurant.
Oh, that's such a good line. That is a good line.
Take it easy!
Beating up his guitar and breaking his gun.
Let's go, we can get together, for our regular Sunday dinner. Or somebody's nose could get out of joint.
I can't believe everyone's able to play along with this.
You gotta admit it, Ma. It's a nice nursing unit where they let you be signed out for family occasions.
I don't have to admit anything.
I don't have the stomach to fake this.
That was last year. That same family.
Listen to him. He knows everything.
I didn't know he holds it together for this.
Ma, don't you agree they should not talk business at the table? What's going on in your little corner of the world?
Such
I
as?
love that line.
I don't know, the State of the Union.
Sorry that Carmela's kind of getting her to talk.
Who is Artie?
Anthony.
They had a little fire in it.
Came to see me? Where? Where are we talking about? Here?
I don't know. I don't know how long she's on this show, if she's on all 7 or 8 seasons, whatever it is, but I don't see how they redeem her at any point.
Business was not discussed. No names were mentioned. Junior knows. He's decided to use it against me. Ask now, because we're not discussing this again.
Yeah, here's your one window.
Be better if we could admit to each other these are painful, stressful times.
This is definitely a different kind of mob story, isn't it?
Was like marriage counseling?
Yeah, like that. Sorta, yeah.
He does not know how to handle this at all. I really feel like Christopher needs therapy as much as anybody else in the show.
Good morning, everybody.
You're in a good mood today, Dad.
Is it because he got it off his chest with this guys? Oh, he can't see into the car. Oh, he knows. Okay. Oh, well, Holly and Christopher. Oh man, you're on foot chasing a runner now. Mikey might actually get away. Oh, they're right up on him. Oh, Christopher can run too.
My friend Brendan, you shot him in his bathtub naked.
Oh, yeah.
No chance to run. No, I swear to God, it wasn't me, it was Junior. He hated that kid, it was him.
Totally forgotten that Mikey was the one who killed Brendan. Interesting. I've never seen this perspective before on the show. The handheld from the first person perspective.
Look at the old guy, making him do the perp walk. A legitimate businessman.
Dad, cut the crap.
Yeah.
They represent the most crippling blow to mob activities in the New Jersey area.
I mean, I am curious how Tony avoided this.
But it would only add to the quotient of sorrow in the world to doubt him. When the source, unfortunately, is a person who rarely has a kind word for anyone.
He's choosing to look the other way.
You seem at peace. I am, Father. Thank you again, Father.
He really wants Tony in trouble here.
You are not the boss of North Jersey, and in
He's
fact,
not.
your nephew, Anthony Soprano, was and is.
He's not going to say that. His ego will not let him do that.
My nephew running things?
Yeah, there's no way.
Not that Struns. Not in this life.
So this is how Junior doesn't die in the show right now. He's in prison or in jail. And maybe things blow over by the time he's not.
So we were talking about a few months back. Think any of these recent developments have brought Tony any closer to re-examining his life?
Still on his agenda plate.
You want to stay for dinner?
Something wrong, Carm?
Yeah, I was wondering if he's going to pick up on the social cues.
The wonderful chats. I am very fond of you. More than fond. But I think you need to look at yourself.
This is good.
I think you have this MO where you manipulate spiritually thirsty women. And I think a lot of it is tied up with food.
Whoa.
I'm gonna live a nice, long, happy life, which is more than I can say for you.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah.
I try to do the right thing by you. You try to be whacked?
She doesn't understand.
She's freaking smiling at him. Oh my god.
Look at her face. She's smiling. Come on. Look at her face.
She's a monster. That felt really good, what he said to her. Storm knocked out the power. Tony alone in the dark.
Tony, she's right. We can't keep driving in this. I can hardly see in front of us here.
What street are we on?
I think it's Walnut Parkway.
This does look dangerous.
Come on. Inside. Get the umbrella. Come on.
Did they go to Artie's restaurant? That is bold.
Come on. What are you... Come on.
Get it.
We'll figure out something. Come on.
You know, considering everything, Tony's good mood is remarkable to me. That was a really satisfying season finale. Not every storyline got wrapped up, which I like the fact that there were a lot of tidy bows at the end. But a lot of it did. Obviously, Mikey and Jimmy have both been permanently dealt with. Tony came clean to his mom. I know what you did. She seemed awful. There's a sadistic part of me that wishes he got to her with that pillow. So it looked like he was going in to finish the job. Carmela confronted the priest, and I think she was completely right. I've always gotten a bad vibe from that guy. I felt like his motives were never great, even though he seemed really convinced that they were. I'm kind of curious what his behavior is going to be moving forward, because I think one of these women, because who knows if it's just the two, right? One of these women, which is probably a pattern for him, called him out. And they did. And it really seemed to affect him, at least in the moment. So hopefully his behavior is different moving forward. I know that was hard of Carmela to say to him. She turned away and didn't really turn back. And with how much she cares about the guy and her clear attraction to him, I bet that was really hard to do. To really send him away like that with his tail between his legs. But I think it was the right thing to do. Carmela always seems to rise to the occasion. When it's time to do something significant and take a stand, she does. She does it to her husband. She does it to him. She did it to Livy, who is awful. I'm kind of wondering how long Junior's out of the picture. I don't think it's permanent, or he wouldn't just be in jail awaiting, trial. I feel like something's going to happen at some point, and Junior's going to be out. I just don't think that's the way that they're going to resolve that conflict. I really feel like it would be. It's not just that it's unsatisfying, because in the real world not everything gets a really satisfying ending, but I feel like Junior's a significant enough antagonist that that's not the way they're going to deal with him. I could, of course, be wrong. I'm really curious to see what Livia's role in the show is moving forward as well. Is there some type of reconciliation down the road? I don't know. She's going to have to really do something profound to earn Tony's trust back, right? It had to be significant. I doubt that it's possible, but you never know. Because again, every show that we watch, there's sometimes the show starts the very next day, right? And season 2 starts right after season 1 wrap. Sometimes, like in Mad Men, there's a time jump. We could, the season 2 could start a year down the road, and maybe everyone's in a different place. Maybe Junior is out or getting out of jail because there's insufficient evidence to convict him. Somebody else, one of his underlings takes more of the blame. Whatever. You don't really know moving forward what they're going to do, because I don't know what going from one season to the next the show looks like, as no one did when they watched the first season. But man, I bet there was a lot of intrigue built up after this finale to see where season 2 starts. Fortunately, in our day and age, since I am 20 years late to the show, I don't have to wait but a week to find out what happens next, and we will do that next week. Thanks, guys.